In this tutorial, we'll learn how to make a pie or circle chart from a set of data. Our example, we're given this table of raw data and asked to make a pie chart. In this case, we don't yet know what the percentages would be. So our first step will be to determine that. Let's add a column and we'll call it percent. Now, what percent of students chose math as their favorite subject? We're going to need the total number of students to solve this, right? So let's get that. 6 plus 10 plus 8 plus 6 equals a total of 30 students. So we have 6 students out of 30 that chose math. So percentage, we would go 6 divided by 30, or 6 out of 30, and then times by 100, and we get 20%. So we can put that into our new column, 20% for math. And in the same way, we would say 10 over 30 times 100 is 33.3%, rounded a little bit for science. And then for English, 8 over 30 times 100 is 26.7%, again rounded. And for socials, well, that's the same as math, we notice, so we can just put 20%. So now we have the percentages for each subject. So from here, we convert percentage to degrees again. For math, we would go from 20% to degrees by determining 20% of the total, 360 degrees, or 0.20 times 360 degrees, and we get 72 degrees. And we can do the same thing for the other subjects. 33.3% becomes 0.333 times 360 degrees is 120 degrees. 26.7% becomes 0.267 times 360, or 96 degrees. And 20%, same as math, 72 degrees. At this point, we can double check our calculations. 72 plus 120 plus 96 plus 72. And in our calculator, we check it 360 degrees, the total of the degrees in a circle. So that makes perfect sense. So we're good and ready to start plotting our subjects onto the pie chart. So let's begin by marking a starting point, a reference line, a line from the center to any edge of the circle. Our next line needs to be drawn at 72 degrees from this reference. So let's grab our protractor and we align the baseline on our reference here, and then mark 72 degrees, and we draw another radius, the second border for that segment, and we'll label it as math. From there, let's measure 120 degrees. Again, align the baseline and mark 120, and then we draw a second radius or border for the next segment, and we'll call that one science. The next segment is 96 degrees, so we do the same, align the baseline, mark the point, and draw our line here, and that's English. And our leftovers, the social segment, and we can measure that to confirm, yep, 72 degrees. Confirmed that that's our correct socials segment. And we're finished our pie chart.